good.
This is Umar for BoxNation in association with Global Next Trade. You said we're good. We certainly are because you have joined Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions.
Yeah.
JB, you've been with Matchroom, you've been Boxer. I guess in the most pivotal part of your career, now you join Frank Warren. Why Frank and Queensberry?
Yeah, man. I think, look, I've seen what's going on that side. I've seen the connects that they've got, the fights, the shows that they've put on. Do you know what I mean? And I know that I should be in that mix. I feel it's the right move for me right now. Like you said, I've been with Matchroom, Boxer, now Queensberry. So I've been with nearly everyone in the UK. So I feel for me right now it's the right move, and I'm looking forward to. I'm excited about this move, um, to get the ball rolling.
Absolutely. Well, let me just read out a statement from Frank on this signing. Um, I'm delighted to bring Joshua on board with us at Queensberry and to showcase him on the zone. The light heavyweights possess so much quality, and Joshua will be a major mover in the division and right in the mix for world title contention. So that must be music to your ears, world title contention.
Yeah, I mean it's the same goal we've been chasing. We've had bumps. We've had a bump which we had in Saudi in February, but yeah, the goal's been almost the same. And I feel like I said, this is the right team and people behind me to give me those opportunities. So I feel it's the right move, man.
Yeah, you mentioned it there. Look, the Callum Smith fight. When you look back at it, look, we learnt a lot about you. I think people in the trade knew from some of your other fights as well, that when it comes to heart, desire, tenacity, you're always there. But you showed that with Callum Smith, who's obviously a world-class elite operator himself. Where did it go wrong for you on the night, though, Josh?
Um, I think overall, Umar, I think he did the cleaner work. That's just how what I observed from it. Both did good work, but if I have to say who did the cleaner work, I'll say, oh yeah, Smith done the cleaner work. Um, it was a closer fight than one of the scorecards gave it. But if I'm looking and taking myself out of the situation and watching two fighters, I'll say, you know what, Smith did cleaner work. So that's pretty much based on that. That's what I gave it to him on.
Yeah, of course. Look, your next step forward, we can't say yet, but I'm sure will be announced very soon. But
Yeah.
yeah, you'll be in a big domestic fight in front of the UK audience. So I guess that's a big sort of step back to where you want to be, Josh.
Yeah, man. Look, again, I want to get back into these big fights. Um, and I've just said, Warren, I feel Queensbury are the right people to put me back in those type of fights. So, yeah, I'll get a fight, an opponent very soon. We can announce that very soon. Not yet, but very soon we'll be able to announce it and just get the ball rolling, bro.
Do you know what's crazy? I remember interviewing Frank about, it must have been about 5 years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I said to him, when you were at Matchroom, out of the
Yeah.
Matchroom stable, what's one fighter you'd like to sign if you could take from Eddie? And he actually, honestly, he said you 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's this is probably like the fourth time we've tried to do something with Queensbury, but I've always been unavailable. Something's always been in the way. So it's nice to finally get that over and done with. And like you said, I have a pivotal point in my career, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Was it a little bit difficult before? Because look, in terms of light heavyweights, we know, look, Frank's backed Anthony Yarde from debut. He's been his guy at light heavyweight. Was that perhaps the stumbling block? What was it?
No, you think it is, but I don't. I genuinely don't think it is because end of the day, however the cards are played, if I fight Yard, I'm in that ring to beat him. So how, no matter how you play, whether you're Yard's promoter or whether you set up the ring or whether you're in the red corner, blue corner, it doesn't matter. However the cards are played, it's when I'm in there with someone, I'm in there to beat that person. So that hasn't been a stumbling block or something that's delayed things.
JB, is it a pretty obvious thing for all you light heavyweights who are in world title contention that we believe Better Be Evan Bivol will get this trilogy on and then everything opens up?
That's what we're hoping for. Um, we're hoping that that can happen, and it's up to us to make sure we're in the right position to, make sure you're up next. Um, but again, you it's hard to say what they're gonna do, man. I think they were meant to fight in October or something like that. Then it's been pushed back to later on in the year. Now I'm hearing it's the beginning of next year. Bro, it's all over. But all I can do now is concentrate on what I got to do to make sure that if it does open up or the opportunity comes, that I'm ready for it.
Yeah. Look, as I said, you will be in a big domestic fight. We can't say too much on it, but that will keep you active. And then I guess you'll have eyes focused, Josh, on Benavidez Yard in Riyadh as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's my divisions, two guys in my weight category fighting. I'll always be looking at that. Um, Whenever like heavies fight, it's the division I campaign in. So it'd be silly not to be watching to see how it goes. So yeah, definitely get my stuff out of the way, and then I'll be looking at that one.
Do you expect a Benavidez win in that? Of course, he is favourite against Yard.
Yeah, I mean, you could say that he may be the favorite, but again, I say boxing is two hands and two legs, and you should know, man, the sport is a weird one. Sometimes it doesn't always go that way that you think it is. But I think it's two great styles that are coming together. And I think the fans will definitely come on top with that one.
So what is the plan with Frank then? Look, is it to target the winner of that fight potentially, Josh?
It's to target whatever belt is going to be available. The Yard and Benavides one, that's one belt in there. And of course, Bivol and Beterbiev is three belts in there. Um, but it's to make sure when that time comes that I'm high up the governing body, sorry, to say that, okay, he should get the shot. Um, and my plan really is to win. Like, bro, like when you keep winning, the opportunities come. So I can't sit here and tell you, oh, this is the map or this is the route we're taking, but it's to win. Because when you win, then those opportunities come. So for me, it's to get back to winning ways.
I hear that opportunities, financial gain, world titles, of course, that is the priority. It would be just from a British fan's point of view. I will say this to you. It might be, well, it will be a bit of a shame if you and Anthony Yarde both retired and never boxed each other, regardless of a world title's there or not. Now
Nah,
you're with the same promoter. Come on,
yeah,
at some
nah,
point we've
Umar,
got to get this on.
I've 100%. I think we will fight, bro. To be honest with you, I do think we'll fight. As of when, I don't know, but I think, like you said, bro, it's it's as easier as it's ever going to be. We have the same promoter, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I think it's a fight that will definitely happen. I can't say when, but I think sooner than people think.
Yeah, I can just see sort of London coming to a standstill for that. The O2 being packed out for that. Buatsi yard, yard Buatsi, however you want to phrase it. It's one that London particularly is craved for.
No, it is. Since I turned pro, people ask me a lot of questions, but there's one question that I can guarantee that's gonna come up, and it's when are you fighting yard? When are you fighting yard? So I think I always say to people that it's a good thing that there's someone that people want to see me fight. It's always a good thing when a a certain fight is spoken about and you're involved in it. So for me, it's been all good, and like I said, it's easier than it's ever going to be. We both have the same promoter, so that should make it straightforward.
Wouldn't mind seeing you and Tunde on the top table press conference as well. That might be interesting.
I got nothing to say to that guy, bro. No, and the truth is, it's because I'm fighting Yard. I'm not fighting him, so I couldn't care less what he says. Like it's so irrelevant to me because I'm more like, what's Yard saying? Because that's who I'm fighting. Do you know what I mean? It's no point in me targeting whoever you work with if you're the one that's saying something to me. If you're saying that to me, let me hear what you're saying. What anyone else is saying, it's irrelevant. Like I want to hear what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I see it. So from his side, it's very relevant to me. It's what Yard is saying. Did he say something? Is he saying something? Then you filter out what he's saying. But what anyone else is saying, it's pointless, bro.
Yeah, fair enough. In terms of your side of things in America now, you've been there for a while with Virgil, etc.
Yeah.
Um, as I said, going into the most pivotal part of your career where I'm sure world title opportunities will present themselves. Kind of what's Virgil saying to you in the background?
We're already out here working. I've been here for I think a month and a half, so we're already working. Um, and the theme, not a theme, but one thing he said that stuck to my mind is that you can't go to a battle the same way and expect a different result. If we lost the last one, we can't go in the same way, as in we can't do the same things that we did and expect to get the win. Do you know what I mean? So a few things are changing, but it's for the better. Because like he said, no general goes to war again the same way. With the same strategy. If you lost the last one, you're gonna change it. Do you know what I mean? So that's what stuck to mind. Um, but there's a lot of work to do as always. So I'm here and I'm just working away.
So it seems like you've taken a sort of a big learning or learnings from that fight with Callum Smith, but I guess now time to put it into practice.
Yeah, yeah, literally it is. And like I said, man, with the Smith fight, yeah, I showed some stuff that, yeah, there's always questions about it. Um, I knew it, but maybe it was for people to see to say, oh yeah, he is this, he is that. But like I said, Umar, I think boxing is not a sport to want to prove that you're tough or you've got a chin or you've got heart or you've got balls, all of that. If you don't have to prove it, then don't. Box, get out of the way, be safe, be healthy. Do you know what I mean? But at times you have to, and I guess it's better to have it than not to have it.
For sure. Just the last one. And look, viewers and hardcore boxing fans will want to know sort of your answer to this because you're on DAZN, you're back on DAZN, obviously this time with
Back on
fully
that.
proofreq. So obviously there were comments made about DAZN before. So how would you
Yeah,
explain you coming back to DAZN, if you
I
like?
think my answer is simple. It's 2 years down the line. I'm back on the app. I'm guessing the app's bigger, more views, more relevant. I'm back on the app. It's no sweat. Like even my lawyer texted me said, "Oh yeah, the reviews have been good. Have you seen it?" And I'm like, I'm not looking at the reviews. Like I don't care about that. I'm not gonna go through and read every comment. I don't do that. But like you said, you're back on the app. I'm back on the app. I've even got the app on my phone right now. It's not under my account, but I'm on the app, so it is what it is.
Yeah, listen, at the moment, DAZN, that's where boxing's at. So
Yeah,
you're in the right place.
no, for sure, man, for sure.
Listen, Josh, appreciate the catch up. As I said, congratulations on a big move for yourself with Frank and Queensberry. And
Thank you,
you'll be back in the mix in a big domestic fight, which will be announced soon. So we'll
for
catch up
sure.
then.
Appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you,
God
brother.
bless. Take care, man.
That's me, man. Thank you, bro.